Tonight was a big win at Celtic Park. The champions defeated Dundee by 6-0, but the only thing better than beating Dundee 6-0 at home is beating Dundee 6-0 away. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Football. Celtic may have got the job done tonight, but they didn't quite do it the Hearts way, the Jambles way. We beat Dundee 6-0 in Dens Park, therefore that was a better 6-0 win.
Brendan Rodgers has got posters of Neil Critchley on his wall.
I agree.
We all agree. He wishes to aspire to be like him, but anyway, Celtic
He
won.
inspires to be him so much he copied his result. So there you go.
That's it, right. Bad day for Fog, you could say.
Well, a bad day for Dundee. I mean, bad week for Dundee.
I think Dundee are down. We will look at the league table in a wee bit as we're simply just discussing this game. We didn't watch it.
Yeah, match report though. Arnie Engels, got off with a penalty. Surprise, surprise, surprise.
No, I've actually seen this. There's a lot of talk about it wasn't a penalty. And you know what? I don't think it should have been a penalty. They're kind of holding each other. But I'm not going to cry here about this. But I can see why it got given.
Yeah, because the guy was wearing a green shirt.
That might be it. Colin Stephen, he's the referee that's gave it the most penalties this season. Probably gave all 6 of them to Celtic, but...
Alright, so Arnie Engels slaughtered at home. Even Adam Ida got a goal in there as well. I'm sick of him scoring, by the way.
He's still alive.
Everyone was pretty much in agreement with me that he's shite. And now he's trying to score some goals all of a sudden to try and prove me wrong.
I know.
But look, if you're playing up front for Celtic, you're going to get goals anyway. Dyson Maida got a brace in the second half. Arnie Engels somehow scored a goal that wasn't from the penalty spot. And then Nicholas Kuhn added one late on. What's your thoughts on the rumours going around that Celtic brought in Jota because they plan on selling Nicholas Kuhn in the summer?
Well, I'm not surprised. I mean, Nicholas Kuhn, he will be highly sought after.
And it's almost like Jota's going to get him brought in to lessen the blow of losing Kuhn.
Here.
Do you think Celtic are thinking that far ahead?
Tough one. Because
right now, it's like...
I would say Kuhn this season is better than anything Jota's done. For me. That's looking from the outside in.
Well, I would say over Jota's career was more consistent. Jota never had the bad spell that Kuhn had. But,
True.
I mean, Kuhn, let's be honest, he did say that he had medical reasons and he would be better once those medical reasons fixed. And, I mean, he's been a man of his word.
Yeah, it has been. What I would say as well, though, is I feel like Celtic fans have they just tend to like Jota more. They've got a bit more of a connection with him. He seems to be more of a fan favourite than Kuhn.
Is that because the likes of Ryan 118 fancy him?
I mean, it could be. I mean, he probably fancies Nicholas Kuhn as well. But here, each to their own and all that good stuff. But 6-0, Dundee, 12-0 in the last 2 games. They've scored the 3rd most goals in the league, but I think they've conceded the most goals in the league. I would put to say I can only see one direction, that's down, right? I think there's another team beginning with A who could actually go down, and there's a team beginning with M that could go down. But Dundee are doing a hole. It seemed like, a couple of weeks ago, draws against Rangers, draws against Celtic. What's happened?
Yeah, and I mean, the problem is for these teams that are out of form, the teams like Dundee, the teams like Aberdeen in the Motherwell, I mean, all of a sudden, it's still unlikely, but all of a sudden, there's a bit of life being breathed into St Johnstone. So, I mean, I wouldn't say anyone is technically safe.
Yeah, and you know what? We'll move on. First game, Celtic win. It was to be expected.
It looked like, there's a lot of teams that could end up finishing 11th. But, a few weeks ago, just didn't really look like Dundee, for example, or Motherwell, or Kilmarnock, or Ross County. You felt like those teams had done enough and that they were going to at least finish in the relegation playoff spot. But with results recently, I don't know, St Johnstone, they've given themselves a chance.
No, they have. And a crucial thing, St Johnstone have actually played Celtic and Rangers recently, both at Ibrox. So I think there's going to be a few teams above
both
them.
At Ibrox?
Oh, not both at Ibrox. Ibrox and Celtic.
That would have been an interesting game when they played.
It would have been, wouldn't
when
it?
they played Celtic at Ibrox.
Both away, right? But point is,
which means they probably don't have to play them then.
Or if they do, it's at least at home.
Which won't really matter.
Oh, well, Rangers away form shite, so it might matter a wee bit.
But I mean, after tonight, obviously all 12 teams have now played 25 games.
Well, we'll have a look at the fixtures as well.
There's 8 games to go before the split, so I mean, yeah, Dundee United in third place, 37 points. I mean, how far down? Although, listen, you don't need to catch Dundee. If you're in the bottom half, you don't need to catch Dundee United by match day 33. You just need to make sure that you're in the top half of the table so that you're still in contention. And it's incredibly tight.
Do you remember we were talking though about Aberdeen, the split will come before they drop out the top 6?
No, I believed we said that they might not make it. And
well, you know what? They're not going to make it. Aberdeen, right? It depends how close they will be to 11th and 12th, right?
Well, one or two things could happen. Hearts and Hibs, which is unlikely. But I mean, I guess their form could just go completely out the window.
Yeah, but even if their form goes out the window,
or Aberdeen could get a result from somewhere and it could kickstart the second half of their season.
When do they play Rangers next?
Well, but yeah, I mean, as of right now, I would say Aberdeen, just due to form and due to the teams below them, I would almost say Aberdeen are nailed on not to be in the top half. Which seems incredible to think, considering the situation.
No, I tell you what,
like,
I mean, I might have a wee look at Bet365, see what they're offering in terms of like these wee bets. Something tells me they're not going to be doing like Aberdeen not to finish in the top 6. Here, you bet Aberdeen to finish in the top 2 with Donald Trump becoming president.
How'd that bet turn it?
Here, half
the Donald part done alright?
Half it won, that's all that matters at the end of the day.
The half I wanted to win one.
Right, let's make a wee prediction here, right? The top of the league's done. Who's going down? Who's finishing 12th? I'm going to go for Dundee.
Really? I'm going St Johnstone, but they've given it. I mean, they gave themselves a chance. That's all you can ask for.
I honestly, I've seen a lot for St Johnstone the last couple of games. You know, all St Johnstone really need to do, right, is win 2 more games, and they are in there.
And they'll be hoping that they'll be hoping to play Aberdeen soon. I think they've already beat Aberdeen recently, or drew Aberdeen.
How low? Let's both predict. Where do you think Aberdeen are going to come?
By the split, or by the end of the season?
Both. Do both. I'm going to say Aberdeen will be 8th when the split comes, and they will finish 11th.
I'm going 11th as well.
What about split-wise, though?
7th or 8th.
Right, let's look at the fixtures, because this is where things get
possibly
interesting.
9th.
Right, so obviously we have got that's a big boy.
I mean, honestly,
about Dundee,
Aberdeen, yeah. I mean, Dundee could not have handpicked a better tie.
No,
but you could say the same about Aberdeen.
Aye,
they will. I say they'll both be caught. Let's be honest, Dundee are massive favourites in that, in my opinion.
But Aberdeen couldn't really have asked for a better game either.
No, well, I literally did just say that. Like, but,
that's all I'm reiterating.
I would still bet Dundee. Dundee United, who got into third and since then have not kicked on at all. Looks like it could be another game where they pick up no points.
Yeah.
I feel like Dundee United have kind of thrown away a good chance to not secure third spot, but you feel like they should be further ahead than what they are.
I see, looking at these other games, right, I think St Johnstone beating Kelly could easily happen. I look at Motherwell Ross County. I think Motherwell will get beat. I think what we're actually beginning to see is that the bottom half teams are beginning to get results over the teams that were sitting in the top bit. Like Aberdeen, like Dundee. Dundee United and Motherwell's form, by the way, both went off a cliff. What? Yep. It's actually mental. It seems to be whenever you get into the top 6, your arse goes. Now, I don't think Hearts and Hibs are going to do that, but we'll look to Sunday. 2 tasty games on telly.
Absolutely massive games, isn't it? I mean, can't wait to see them.
Aye.
Hearts, Rangers.
Allegiances will be torn.
Aye, and then obviously St Mirren, Hibernian. 2 great games of football.
Absolutely. I expect Hibs to win. Do I expect Hearts to win? Well, I'll tell you what, they couldn't really ask for better form going into it.
Aye, and we know Rangers aren't great away, so...
Yep, 0-0 early on this season, so we look ahead to the next round. And I tell you what, Saturday, 22nd of February, put that one in your calendar, because I think Hibs won't have a better chance of beating Celtic.
No, I mean, they'll have a good chance. Very good chance. I think they're unbeaten in 10.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, the best form in the league right now. Right, Aberdeen, Kelly. You had a tough game, but I'd expect Kelly to win, based off current form.
Yeah, or at least get a draw.
Right, Dundee United, Motherwell. This has to be a game where Dundee United would go, we need to win. This is a team that's in free falling. They're basically free falling. Rangers St Mirren, Rangers will win. Ross County against Dundee. Again, depending on results. Well, I mean, you're not depending on results. This is pretty much here. Who wants to go down?
After this weekend, Dundee could be 11th place.
Yep. Now on Sunday, then we have St Johnstone Hearts, which is another interesting game because St Johnstone will need to win.
They will. Tuesday, Aberdeen will be picking up no points when they take on Celtic. That's, I mean, just fucking not a chance.
Yeah, and I tell you what, man. Well, at that point, I mean, if you look at those 3 games, we're pretty much expecting Aberdeen to lose the next 3. No, they could beat Killie at home, right, and they could beat Dundee.
No,
but say they get nothing, then they go to Parkhead. They're snookered.
See if they pick up 6 points against Dundee and Kilmarnock, I think they'll get top 6.
Oh, aye, yeah.
See if they don't pick up anything against Dundee. See if they lose both of those games. I think they're finishing 11th at best.
Yep.
No, that to me, it's as simple as that. I think the next 2 games for Aberdeen are massive because they're taking on 2 teams that are down towards the bottom of the table, 2 teams that they can't really afford to give up 3 points to, and we know that they're not going to get anything against Celtic.
Yeah. No, I tell you what, you got Dundee United against Hibs. I'm expecting 3rd place. Spicy game. Motherwell Dundee to shite. St Johnstone Ross County. That's a game St Johnstone must win. And I think by the time this game comes around, a win will be lifting them off bottom spot. Killie against Rangers. Rangers arse will go. Dundee St Johnstone. Another tough game for St Johnstone. Right.
St Johnstone's got a lot of winnable ties coming up though.
Yeah.
A lot of winnable games.
Right.
Hearts will be difficult, but
Celtic away to St Mirren. Ross County home to Killie. Right. Embra Derby, but that new form Derby. So Aberdeen, it's not getting much easier.
You know what's mad though? Aberdeen could be ahead of Dundee United by the time this game comes around.
No, they could be.
If they get one decent result.
And this Hearts and Hibs game could be for 3rd. We don't know how that's going to play it. Moving in a bit later, right? Aberdeen, where are they? Away to St John. And I wouldn't be surprised by this point if a win for St Johnstone in this match takes them within like 3 points of Aberdeen.
Absolutely mental. Sunday, a couple of wee games on Celtic, Rangers, Dundee United, Dundee.
Right. The minor leagues. And then you've got the mighty Dundee Derby. Which could all of a sudden...
They've been great games.
Well, they have been. Absolutely. Right. I think there's a game that Aberdeen will be looking at for 3 points, and it's this one.
Yeah, but you know what? By the time this game comes around, 3 points might not be doing much for them.
Might not be. You're right. A draw might be shite into April, I believe. Right, so away to Ross County. Tough game. St Johnstone at home to Celtic. Obviously, these fixtures will be moved around. Some will be on Sunday. But overall, folks, it's the business end of the season.
Saturday. Is that the last game before the split?
That is the last game before the split.
Aberdeen could be in a situation where they need to beat Rangers to not go into the bottom half.
Yeah. No, I would expect
or
that.
Do you think that they'll already be confirmed for the bottom half? Or do you think maybe... I'm not convinced they'll have done enough to be in the top half. I think they'll maybe need a result against Rangers to get top 6.
Yeah, no, I probably think they will need a result to get... I think by this point they'll be way at the top 6. But here...
See if I was an Aberdeen, I'd be worrying.
I know, I'd be worrying. It depends on St Johnstone because they need to win a lot of games, but I think 11th spot for Aberdeen right now is a 50-50 thing.
Yeah, even if Aberdeen finished 11th, I'm not convinced they're beating... Because the teams at the top of the championship are good.
Aye. No, of course.
I'm not convinced they're beating Livy, Falkirk, or Ayr United over 2 legs.
No, absolutely not. And here, that would make... I mean, imagine Aberdeen in a playoff. There's no size of stadium getting them out this one.
No. Even if Falkirk only do have 3 stands.
Aye. Anyway, we'll be back very soon. Nice
fucking Aberdeen don't have a leg to fucking stand on, you know. They're in free fall.
They're
bad times for them, but here, I'm liking it. I'm enjoying it.
I'm enjoying it too. Till then,
I'm loving it.